Hello and welcome to Cornish Walking Trails. Today we've walked to Portscatho. In today's video we park at a car park called Porth, which is a bit down the coast at Towan Beach, and we followed the coast path all the way to Portscatho, picking up some interesting stories along the way. Portscatho is on the Roseland Peninsula near St Mawes.
For our walk today we've parked here. This is a National Trust car park at Porth. If you're a National Trust member then it's free. Currently we're January 2022 and it's £4 for 4 hours.
Beach! Where's the dog? There he is. We're going to take that path in a minute, but before we embark on our 2-mile trip to Portscatho along the cliff path, let's just enjoy a bit of the beach. Hello everybody, you've joined me today. I'm on Towan Beach. Andrew's just taken the doggy's present back up to the poo bin and he's now having a good dig, as ever. He's enjoying that. And I'm actually just spending a 5 minutes or so just having a look at the beach to see what I can find. And I found several lovely pieces of sea glass already. So when he gets back we're going to pick up the southwest coast path up to Portscatho and take a look at the harbour up there. Got some nice stories to tell as well. So for this walk, we're not following a walk from a book today.
No, it's going to be a homemade walk. We picked up our ordnance survey. So we parked in the National Trust car park in Porth.
Yes.
Heading up the southwest coast path. Let's get to Portscatho. Should be about a 5.5 mile walk. Hopefully we'll get to Gerrans as well.
So if you don't know where Porth is, it's on the little road down towards St Anthony, the lighthouse, and there's a car park, there's another National Trust car park down there, but it's actually quite a decent sized car park near Porth Farm. And you come onto this beach here, Towan Beach, don't you?
It's a beautiful area to walk.
It is, it's stunning. Even on a misty, murky, grey day like this, I still think it's beautiful.
I'm happy.
Look at that mist just clinging to the headland. It's kind of eerie. It gives that a sense of impending doom almost, of like ghostliness. Wow. The birds. Isn't it beautiful? So we're just keeping a watch for the grey seal. Every time we've been down here in the past we've seen one, but the sea on those occasions has been a lot rougher, which I guess is a bit more fun for swimming and playing in. No sign of them today, but we will endeavour to film any if they happen to pop up and say hello.
I did meet a seal once and he was allergic to bread. He was a celiac.
Ah! Very good.
No?
I do love the light in winter. Look, it's now breaking through back along the cliff path we've already walked, and that light quality is allowing us to see the turquoise of that pale sand. Look at it, it's just phenomenal. I do so love this weather. That dark inky black of the horizon. Amazing.
Beautiful colour, isn't it?
Are you keen to go down there?
I am. Have you seen this? It looks like an old smuggler's sort of path down onto the cove.
Okay, I think you should go and have a look.
I'm going to go and check it out.
Yes, and if it's passable, I'll follow you.
All right. If I find a keg of brandy, then you don't want me to bring it up. See you later.
So whilst Andrew is seeing if it's negotiable down there. Navigable. I've got a book, a little story that links Portscatho with Cornwall's rich history of smuggling. You'd never have guessed it, would you, really? I don't think we've used this book in one of our videos yet. It's a lovely book. It's called Walking in Cornwall, and it was written by a J.R. Hocking, not J.R. Hartley. Those of you old enough to remember that, well done. And it's basically a record of his attempts to walk the coastal path in 1936. And he did come along the coast path here towards Portscatho. And he says that the cliff path from Portscatho is a joy and not too extravagant either. Whether that means it's not too upsy-downsy, don't know. But it does say you're advised to leave it where the lovely valley and creek of Rosstead comes wandering over the Portscatho River, which nearly islands St Anthony Parish. It was this creek which defeated the brazen Portscatho smugglers. These hearties dredged their kegs in full daylight in contempt of the revenue cutter, which was always kind of parked just off the headland. Eventually, the preventatives went for a leisurely row up the Portscatho River, and just to let that make sense, the Portscatho River is literally the other side of this headland. So they went for a leisurely row up the Portscatho River and carried their boat quietly overland to the coast. Their haul was so devastating on that occasion that very little was done in smuggling line after that at Portscatho. So basically they wiped them out. We're going to go and try and get down on one of these coves. We've passed so many and not been to visit one yet. I think we have to. We're just waiting for the all clear to see how it is down there.
Shall I try it? Oh, I think I might be able to do it, even for a man of my age. There we go, I think I'm down. Well, I think I've come as far as I can. Don't fancy rock climbing down there. Beautiful beach though, look at that. It's a gorgeous beach.
It is, isn't it? You could actually get on it.
Probably about 15 foot high off the beach there.
Oh, are you?
So it's a bit too, it looks a bit slippy as well, so
yeah, I
don't
don't think my old bones would take a 15-foot fall.
Bones.
My old bones. He's just gone skating. I was just about to say.
What were you just about to say?
It's easier coming up than going down. Goodness me, we're here already, look. The beginning of Portscatho. This end I think is Pencabe. Okay, so this is the Reverend with the story.
It is. This is a plaque to the Reverend W. Billing. So it says, a faithful minister of Christ whose successful labours in Portscatho occasioned the erection of this chapel at his own cost in 1822.
Wow. Reverend William Billing built this church, as we've just read on the plaque, and there's a little bit more information here, so let's just read out one paragraph that is really fascinating. It tells us here when William Billing died in November 1839 at the age of 56, his grieving congregation buried him beneath his pulpit, and a plaque commemorating his life's work can be seen on the wall of the chapel.
I just found a sign. It says dogs are welcome on a lead.
He's filthy.
Well, it doesn't say anything about whether they're filthy or not. Are you on a lead?
No! That's outrageous.
Bring him in.
Alright. Wipe your feet. Don't want a cleaning bill. It is beautiful. Pink and cream with the most magnificent stained windows. But I'm confused. Is this the pulpit? Our dog's loose.
I think I found it. There's a plaque on the wall, a newer one. It says, "Near this spot lies the Reverend William Billing, founder of this chapel, who was buried beneath his pulpit, November 1839. So he would have preached, stood here, looking directly down that way. Beautiful chapel.
Sorry, I shouldn't giggle, should I? I'm not giggling at the William Billing. I'm giggling at this thing. I think we should leave, don't you, little brown dog? Come on, before you do anything naughty or get us in trouble. This way, darling. Have you got a story?
I have got a story. It's credit to Bob Acton. It's got a lovely book here. It's actually called Around Mevagissey, but he talks about Portscatho in here. So did you know, Sarah, that the name Portscatho means harbour of boats?
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, specifically large rowing boats.
It's winter,
Yeah.
so hence no boats. So Portscatho is without its boats. It's just a port.
It's port. Welcome to port.
Yeah.
And it also tells me in here that until 1891 there was no harbour wall. And such protection as there was provided by ridges of rocks near Pencabe Point. Now during the famous Great Blizzard of 1891, do you remember that?
Cheeky.
However, some of these rocks had to be blasted to enable a wrecked ship, the German steamer Karl Hirschberg, to be towed off. It says, and a short wall was built to replace the rocks, and it was later extended, but still provided a poor substitute in the opinion of the older local fishermen.
Oh, you've got me intrigued now. I want to go down and try and find the join of the old and new.
Yeah. So you know I'm always thinking about our subscribers, Sarah.
Pasty bench.
Pasty bench. Bench with a view. Bring your packed lunch. Let's have a look at the view. There we go. That's pretty good, isn't it? Good lunch spot.
Yeah.
Did you bring any lunch with us?
We've ate it. Didn't know this was here.
If only we'd watched this video before we'd come out.
Hello, baby. Hello. Hello. So this is the old bit, the cobbled bit, cobbled bit, cobbled bit, cobbled bit. And then, oh, all of a sudden, there's a line. And it's concrete. And I guess that great stout piece of granite would have been the original end of the quay. And that's the bit that's added. So Portscatho and Gerrans are on the Roseland Peninsula near St Mawes, and they're kind of intrinsically joined now. They started off as two separate villages, with Portscatho very much being a sea-based, seafaring fishing community, and Gerrans was based on agriculture. Well, Portscatho certainly is a beautiful little harbour. Even on a winter's day like this, you can see its attraction to our tourist industry these days. But it's not always been like that. This area used to be so busy with seine fishing, and there was a load of pilchard store kind of cellars. And I've been trying to see them, trying to find some evidence of them, but I can't see it, so perhaps a local person would know.
Is it time, Sarah,
What?
to find the Wycliffe filming location?
You've been some excited about this, haven't you?
I didn't sleep last night.
What is Wycliffe, for those that don't know, Andrew?
Wycliffe is a drama which was filmed in Cornwall in the 1990s, a crime-based drama. So basically there was a crime that happened in Cornwall every week and they had to go and solve it. And it was Jack Shepherd and he played Charlie Wycliffe.
Yes. And we're so excited because we've actually found the location, haven't we? We can see it from here.
Come on.
Literally, we didn't know if we'd be able to find this one. We thought that with it being filmed in the 90s, things would have changed a lot. There's been quite a lot of change in the last 20 odd years with the impact of tourism and the success in Cornwall. So we were expecting the houses to have changed, but we can actually make it out. It's up in that terrace up there. I can't keep up with you.
I've got a great idea.
What's that?
I'm going to go onto eBay.
Yes.
And I'm going to buy up all the old DVDs of Wycliffe.
Right.
I'm going to buy them all. Right.
Yeah.
And then if our subscribers watch this video, and then they want to buy a copy of a DVD of Wycliffe, they'll be buying it from me, and I'll inflate all the prices.
But there's a big flaw in your plan.
What's that?
ITV Hub.
Ah, well, watch it for free.
Yeah. Don't know where you're going. I'm going this way.
Oh.
Much quicker.
So it's the old village pump, Sarah.
Indeed, and we were hoping to give you a fascinating story. They used to use the village pump to brew the ale in the pub, which is there.
Literally behind it.
And they used to have a little wooden chute that went from the pump into the pub.
Should we see if we can find it?
Good luck with that one.
But there's supposed to be a hole in the wall in the pub.
I know, and it's on the pub's website, so I'm quite proud of it. But there's an awful lot of stuff on this wall, so if it's on this wall... Anyway, let's go and have a look. Behind there, is it?
I hope there's nobody watching me staring behind
Weirdo looking in bins.
bins.
Is it behind the wheelie bins? Oh, difficult to tell. You think it might be this side?
Well, there was obviously an old window there that's been blocked up. Can't
Oh,
see
yeah.
a hole though in the wall.
No, they're really responsible with their rubbish.
It really is a bin.
I'd love to go in and ask, but they're closed for January.
I can't see it.
No. Oh, shoot. Here, Andrew.
What?
That pub mystery.
Oh, make a good mystery with a Wycliffe, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Who filled in the hole at the pub?
Who nicked the hole?
Where's it gone? So this was the spot that they used for filming Portscatho in Wycliffe, I reckon, Sarah.
Yeah.
So it's not changed very much since 1996, whenever they filmed it. They had a sunny day.
Much better day.
And the property, I reckon, we'll have to play it back, but I think it's the property which is the cream coloured property is the one that they used in it.
With 3 roof lights.
Yeah.
The reason we think it's that one is the one to the... Well, which side is that?
Left.
You're looking.
Hang on. Well, left on camera.
Left on camera.
Yeah. It's got
It's got a peekaboo window in the roof, hasn't
yeah,
it?
and the one they were using was the one to the side of
Next
it.
to it.
So the episode was quite interesting because it was alluding to
Yeah.
sunken treasure off Gunwallow Cove, wasn't it? If I remember rightly.
Cove,
Gunwallow Cove.
the
Dollar
Spanish
Cove.
treasure.
Yes.
It was brilliant.
And
I
a lot
enjoyed
of
it.
that was historically accurate, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done, Wycliffe.
They found a murdered body. It was buried in a wall, Sarah, on a farm.
They didn't find the silver though.
It's still there.
So we've had the chapel,
We have.
the harbour wall,
Yep.
the missing chute hole pub fiasco.
Oh.
Weirdo looking in bins.
Bins. A Wycliffe filming location.
Wycliffe filming location.
Oh, finding a smuggler's path.
Finding, yeah.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, I think we're going to go up to look at Gerrans Church, which has got an unusual spire.
Yes.
So we're going to have a look at that, and then I think we're going to find our way back inland, back to where we started at Porth. Gerrans Church is a landmark from land and sea with its 17th century steeple, which sits proudly on its 15th century tower. The church guide tells us the octagonal spire is formed by a band of quatrefoil that divides it in two. It contains an inscription of 25th of June 1636, which records the day when repairs to the tower were completed. In the 1800s, the church was in a poor condition, being neglected and in a dilapidated state. In 1848, a fire caused part of the roof to be destroyed. Some rebuilding followed in 1850, and since then repairs and restorations have been completed.
In this rather wonderful little church, somewhere on the wall, is an unusual dedication.
A curious, ornate marble monument to Edward Hobbs of Tregesa, dated 1732, shows two women in long robes, along with cherubs, skulls, and a coat of arms.
Look at that. Wow. So for our return trip, we're going to chance it across some muddy fields. There is an alternative, you can just hop back through the southwest coast path, but if you want to know how we're getting back, we'll put the instructions and details on our Patreon page. Happy birthday, Jonesy! I'm sure last time we came here that was the pub. Perhaps I'm imagining it. Looks very much like a pub entrance. They're knocking the 7 bells of whatever out of the cottage next door. Indeed, it was the pub, the Royal Standard, and it's being renovated. The builder invited us in to take a look. During the renovations, this wonderful fireplace was found. We're going. With a piece of timber. Is it actually a piece of wood then?
Yeah. God, it's substantial, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a piece.
It's got like, is that metal bits on it as well?
Yeah.
When they took it off the wall, a needle, the tip of a sword, and a seagull feather was found. A time capsule, maybe? Another alcove was also found.
This original bit of slate that was going across the top.
Oh, wow.
So we sort of put that there with the Trelonk brick inside.
Oh, yeah, that's in it. You can read that.
Yeah.
Trelonk.
Trelonk, yeah, we're in Lanhorn.
Wow. Wonder what that would have been for then.
Don't know, but it was stash.
Yeah.
Stuff in.
Yeah.
Keep digging, you might find something of value.
My brother's already looked at me. He said, yeah. And then cleared off after he couldn't find anything.
The most valuable thing's a seagull feather, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're going to crack on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you ever so much. Cheers now. Good luck with everything.
So I was right. That is, well, it was and still is, the pub, but they're renovating it.
Yeah, it's called the Royal Standard.
Yeah.
And they're renovating it, and it's still going to be a pub, which is great.
And they discovered a plaque of wood, and behind it they found a needle, the end of a sword, and a seagull feather.
Yeah, there's also a letter in there saying they nicked all the treasure.
Our route back was quick, easy, and a good surface, and we soon found ourselves back at Towan Beach.
I've finally seen the seals. Here they are. There's 2 of them.
And then Andrew's camera died. He's now nicked my camera. Will they still be there, or have they gone? A wonderful homemade walk, even if I say so myself. We're back at Towan Beach where we started this morning before we walked along the southwest coast path to Portscatho.
It's a beautiful walk. I reckon it's about 5 miles in total. I had a lovely time today.
Weirdo looking in bins.
Found my Wycliffe filming location.
Oh yeah, and a chapel with a grave under the pulpit.
Yeah, and we went in and saw the pub being renovated. It's a bit of a bonus, isn't it? So if you actually wanted to do this walk yourselves, we've put detailed instructions on Patreon, which you can have a look at.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the description. So for now, we can't score it out of 10 because it's our own. So we'll just say goodbye.
Bye!
Bye!
Oh, seal, Sarah. They gave our homemade walk the seal of approval.
Oh, very good. Throw him a fish.